All right. So you've been here for, I think, close to 12 weeks, which is almost 3 months. And how do you think it's going?
Well, I don't have that big an appetite, and I can't eat everything that I'm given to eat. I don't mean any harm. I don't mean any.
What's your name?
Margie,
What's my name?
Robert.
No, that's not my name. What's my relationship to you?
You are my son.
And what's my name?
Robert.
No, that's not my name.
What is your name?
Richard.
Richard. Richard and Robert.
There's no Robert.
No, it's Richard.
You can't remember my name.
It knocks me out. I don't know. I don't understand it.
All right, well, the doctor said 6 months ago that you've got some form of Alzheimer's, which is a degenerative brain disease.
So I guess I have that.
Okay, so what did we learn about the solutions to that? Do you remember? I was showing you videos last night that there's a solution to that. Well, I'm not going to challenge you to recite what we learned, but what it is that they call it like a diabetes of the brain, Alzheimer's. And in other words, the sugar is what's caused your brain to have the inability to remember things. It's the sugar. Okay? So the solution that we watched that presentation, remember that doctor, that female named Dr. Mary Newport?
Yes.
And we watched those other Thomas deLauer and some of those other videos on YouTube about the benefits of a ketogenic diet on restoring and helping Alzheimer's. This is wonderful. I hadn't seen these videos. I knew that the diet that I was feeding you was going to help in this, but now I have much more tangible evidence with these educated people on YouTube that are actually saying the same thing that I've been saying, which is that the diet that's rich in coconut oil and other fatty food and other protein and things like that with little to no carbs can actually reverse Alzheimer's. Do you remember I showed you those YouTubes last night?
Yeah.
Weren't they inspiring that your situation could be helped?
Right.
It can be. I think it will be. I'm hopeful
I hope it is.
I hope, and I think that you're going to start remembering my name. I think you're going to, and I also think that physically we're going to keep doing exercises. We did more exercise last night, didn't we?
We did, but I was so in pain going to bed last night. I was in a lot of
Okay,
pain.
well, you did a lot of sitting up and standing up and arm raises and leg raises. So that was good. I mean, if we keep that up, you'll get stronger, and we have to keep doing that. We don't want you to feel, sore, but we still want you to exercise, because sitting around all day is absolutely not going to help anything. So anyway, what we learned about is that the avocado and the eggs and the foods like that, nuts and occasionally, do you remember what we had for dessert last night?
Hot chocolate and almonds.
What was the berries? Did we have any of those?
Any what?
Some kind of berry?
I don't recall any.
We had strawberries. You don't remember?
Oh, strawberries, yeah.
Okay, so that was, and do you remember what we had for dinner?
Let's see.
It wasn't very good. It was hamburger
Yeah,
and
it was
cauliflower and asparagus and
I like the asparagus and the string beans.
string beans.
That was good, but
What did we have before we ate that food? What was the first part of the meal?
um,
We have it every night. Salad, right?
right,
What was in the salad?
celery.
No, there was no celery last night.
It was crunchy.
There was cucumbers.
Uh, cucumbers.
Anyway, and you've also been in your in your cup of tea this morning. You had some. It's called bulletproof. That doesn't mean anything to you? You've never heard that before. Yeah, there was some coconut oil in your tea. Could you tell?
I knew.
Okay, so that's good for you. That's good. That's good for your brain. That's very good for your brain. That's the secret.
I drank it all.
I know you did. That's good. And in your hot chocolate last night, there was also coconut oil.
Oh, yeah,
And there was
drank that.
100% cacao powder that had no sugar in it. And there was some cinnamon and some stevia. And you seemed to enjoy it, but you didn't drink all of it, but you did some anyway. And then you had the almonds and the strawberries and whatever else there was in there. Anyway, so she realizes now, she can't remember my name, that this is actually something significant that she wants to get better from, and that this diet, hopefully she's coming to grips. She's been very skeptical. She's 87, and she's like, oh, if I eat what I eat, it doesn't matter, and blah, blah, blah. Now she's hoping that, the words I'm trying to share with her will help her, because she's actually finally realizing that she needs help. She's been complaining. Well, let me turn this around so I can see. She was complaining for a long time about she needs her bread, she needs her whatever, so I've been giving her bread in the morning, and I've stopped doing that as of about a week ago. I simply, it's not allowing her to get into ketosis, and she realizes now she really needs the help. I've had an issue with my sister, who is not on board with this and wouldn't mind seeing my mother in a nursing home rather than agree to have her eat this kind of food. So that's an issue. Anyway, so and she had she bought her some kind of Famous Amos cookies and stuff against my wishes. So that's an ongoing struggle for me, is that, having her willing to stick to it. And I've tried to show her some other videos about cheat meals and how they derail the process. I've shown her some Dr. Berg videos and whatnot. Anyway, so she's not a lost cause. She can do the ABCs, she can count, she can do a little bit of multiplication. She remembers all kinds of things. She's, back to her childhood and everything else, but she can't remember my name. And she lives with me, and she, for 3 months already. And in the last 4 days, she can't remember my name, which is, quite disconcerting for her, and it's quite disconcerting for me too. I mean, I'm really going out of my way. She's my biggest important thing to help, and forgetting my name is quite a shocking thing. So it's a wake-up call, and in the end, I'm hoping that it's a positive thing, because it'll make her get serious about trying to help herself so she can stay here. I've explained to her that a nursing home is certainly not going to be a pleasurable thing. You know, she's got here, she's comfortable, she's got her, you know, her place to live that's her own. The cat lives here and everything else. You know, even though I'm supposedly, you know, bossing her around or whatever my sister said that, you know, she admonished me for, who knows. But anyway, I feel it's strange. I was diagnosed with ulcerative colitis about 5 years ago, and I believe I've reversed it with this diet. So I look at this disease diagnosis that I got as actually helping me, because I was probably going to get diabetes and I was probably going to on the road towards health issues, but I've turned it around with this diet. So oddly, that this diet that this disease that I contracted, I think has helped me in the long run. In the same way that maybe, you know, that my mom's forgetting my name may help her in the long run, because it may be just the kick in the butt she needs to realize that this is her shot towards getting, you know, her cognitive abilities restored. Anyway, anybody that's watching this video, I suggest that you do research. Google Alzheimer's and the ketogenic diet, and you'll see that the current studies, and this is all modern stuff, it's not from 10, 20 years ago, it's from the last year, has been the latest science, the latest PhDs and whatnot are saying that there's a link towards a carbohydrate diet, towards the sugar being like diabetes of the brain is what they're referring to Alzheimer as. So cutting that stuff out, and in fact the medium chain triglycerides, which is what's in the coconut oil and other fats, as being nourishing. Anyway, I guess that's about it. Would you like to say anything before I end the video, Mom?
Wish me luck.
Yeah, that's a good thing to say. And are you going to stick to the diet? Will you promise me?
Of course.
Okay. All right, folks. This is Richard. I don't know if I'm in the screen or not. I can't see it, but that's been me, as you can tell, talking. And this is our 12th week, and like I've said time and time again, I'm doing the best I can. I'm trying to help my mom. I'm trying to keep her out of a nursing home because, you know, she has these cognitive issues, and I'm thankful that I have experience with the ketogenic diet, and I'm hopeful, very hopeful, that I can, you know, help her stay here in this house and so she's comfortable for the rest of her life. That's my goal. Anyway, that's it for now. Say goodbye. Say goodbye, Mom.
Goodbye.